Script 1. Meghalaya Chief Minister Mukul Sangma today tabled a Rs 1,236 crores deficit budget for the financial year 2017-18, in which he increased the tax slabs for transportation to raise additional revenue. The Chief Minister also announced merger of the planned and non-planned expenditure to rationalize its budgetary allocation with a focus on development expenditure and synchronize the budgetary framework with that of the Union Government. I am presenting the budget of 2017-18 with fiscal deficit of Rs 1,236 crore, which is around 3.8% of the GSDP, Sangma said, who also holds charge of Finance Department, said in his budget presentation. Estimating the total receipt at Rs 12,510 crores, he said the revenue received are estimated at Rs 11,280 crores and capital receipt at Rs 1,230 crores. The total receipt see a nominal increase from Rs 10,173 crores projected received for the year 2016-17. The total expenditure is estimated at Rs 12,873 crores, of which the revenue expenditure is estimated to be at Rs 10,648 crores, while Rs 2,225 crores as capital expenditure, he said.
See all this allocation vis-a-vis number of initiatives with a special focus on the priority areas. There again based on the whatever resources are available. So in spite of the ability to dare to dream big, we need to structure the whole investment, or rather format the whole investment strategy in a manner that actually conforms to the available resources. Therefore, you have seen, the whole approach of our investment has been mainly focused in a way that enable us to actually carry forward number of initiatives that we have embarked upon and rolled out in the last 4 years. And at the same time, few more investment we can actually supplement those initiatives to have a better outcome of the initiative that are already being carried forward. And therefore, a balanced exercise has been made, looking at how to create the right kind of ecosystem. Because as we look at the overall figures which I have shared in my budget, you're talking about the overall growth in per capita income. and then the overgrowth in your GSDP.
Yes.
These are figures which gives us reason to be optimistic about the future. We have set a very high ambition of creating an enabling environment in the state as we celebrate the 50th year in 2022, when ideally people must have that sense of well-being, and that can happen only when the whole ecosystem within the state provides an opportunity for people to have hope for sustainable livelihood, hope for being able to fit into the spaces of opportunities. There should not be a mismatch about the potentiality of the people and the opportunities available. We talk about employment and underemployment. If we talk about employment, when a person is optimally being utilized, commensurating to his own potentiality. But if a person is being employed, which do not commensurate to his potentiality. Now, say for example, if a brilliant master degree holder and professional has to work as a helper or as a small technician, which actually do not commensurate to the level of education and skill he has, then it is an underdevelopment. So that will never give a young man a sense of well-being. Therefore, there should be an environment which provides that space.
Sir, the overall focus is well understood, but considering this is the last budget before the coming elections, which is next year, 4,000 crores on social sector spending, especially health and all. Would you say it has a tinge of populism in it?
Not really. Not really, because, see, we have to understand where the possibility actually lies and why we should not utilize that possibility for the benefit of the people in the state. Now, you look at the focus of whole investment in the social sector, in the rural sector. Now, you have to again look at what is the main challenge. When you are talking about urban planning, the main challenge of urban planning is, uncontrolled migration from rural to urban. So, your overall plan for any urban center go for a toss. Because when you plan in advance, you are not actually being able to capture the unforeseen challenges of uncontrolled migration from rural to urban. Number one. And number two, it is not just the question of overcongestion, but it is also a question of various other social evils associated with overcrowding, overcongestion, uncontrolled migration from rural to urban. There are issues which ultimately revolves around social issues. Now, if a man has to leave his family in the village and be in the urban centers, there are also instances, quite a number of instances, substantial instances, indicating, family breakups and the resultant disruption in the overall, upbringing of the children. Not only that, even the crime rates in the urban centers are also linked to this uncontrolled migration. You look at everywhere, whether you are talking about Delhi or other metros. These crimes, and many crimes. Now we are looking at only the crimes which have become visible, because people who are assertive of their own rights are coming forward to the authorities and taking advantage of the law of the land. But many are there who, number one, sometimes because they compromise, they surrender, and sometimes because of ignorance as well. Therefore, to create that kind of situation where you have an enlightened and assertive and resilient society is something which is crucial, and those aspects are also taken care of. Now, when the rural areas you are talking about, the complete investment, you also have to understand some of the initiatives which were rolled out by the union government, by the earlier UPA government. You have huge space of fund, which is guaranteed by law. Now, should we not take advantage of that? That requires complete social mobilization mobilization of the stakeholders. And if you look at the total indication, we have crossed the 2 crore mandates. We have crossed. That's something which is a real turnaround in our earlier tardy space of employment that we created for the wage lookers, wage seekers. Now, while we do so, we also want to actually leverage upon our experience on convergence. How this investment to provide wages can also be exploited to create durable community assets.
You mentioned about sustainability, sustained development.